Hello and welcome to a brand new class with me, Helga, here at the Sun Yoga Flow online studio. I hope you've been well so far this week and that you're ready for a quick yoga time to refresh and lubricate all your joints so you feel really good in your body and in your mind. So as always, just make sure that you choose a place in your home that's clean and clear, that you feel good in, and place your yoga mat there. We'll be starting on the mat in a seated position with your legs extended. So as you sit here with your legs extended, just start to move your feet, only the feet. So you might want to flex your toes toward you and then maybe even turn the ankles slightly out to the sides and back in. Just any movement in the toes and feet and ankles that feel good to you, so micro stretches and movements here at the beginning of class. Alright, now place your hand on the floor and take the other arm up to sky for a side bend. And same on the other side. Now place your hands at the back and open your chest. Drop the head. And breathe nicely here. And now look down. And finally hands all the way up to sky. Interlace your fingers. And rotate your hands here a little bit as well. Rotating the wrists. And finally we're going to be folding over now for a forward fold. The hands can land wherever, maybe on your toes or anywhere on the floor or on your legs. And feel free to really breathe in here, even flatter the lips or do anything that feels good in terms of breath. Really releasing here in this pose. Now take your left hand to right toe and right hand on the floor. And then do the same on the other side with the right hand on the left toes and left hand on the floor. And then release this pose and come into butterfly, soles of feet together. Breathing in here, knees out to the side, sitting up tall. And the emphasis is really on the breath here. Releasing out of your body what you no longer need today. Now, find your balance and use your core to lift your legs up into the sky, holding your toes from your butterfly pose, extending those legs up to sky, nice and straight. And come and release this pose. Find your cross-legged again, and then just simply switch into tabletop and find your child's pose. Forehead on the mat, and arms can be extended on the floor, and softening the hips and lower back. And now from your child's pose, start to come out of the position and make your way into tabletop. And we'll take cat-cows, looking up, inhaling. And then exhaling, arching the back, dropping the head, and come up on your fingers and tuck the toes. And then untuck, look up and inhale, exhale around the back and tuck the toes and come up on the fingers. And then inhale, look up. And one last time, exhale, really, really nicely here, up on the toes and fingers. All right, now come and simply sit on your heels and interlace your fingers behind your back for a shoulder release, breathing nicely here. Beautiful. Now for our next pose, come back into your tabletop and then slide your right foot at the front for low lunge. Hips are square and sliding towards the front. And take your hands in prayer, Anjali Mudra. And let your breath be even and full. Very nice. And now simply take your hips all the way back and let your front foot be straight. Flex the foot towards you. And fold over here, hands on the floor. Half split. Carefully release that and come back into your tabletop. And this time slide your left foot to the front for a low lunge here on this side. Sliding your hips to the front and finding your hands in prayer here. And now preparing for our half split here, so straightening that front leg, flexing the foot toward you, and chest close towards the floor in that direction at least, softening the face. And from here, in whatever way you want, come and lie on your belly for Sphinx pose. So the forearms are on the mat, looking just right ahead in front of you, squeezing the glutes slightly. And we're breathing sort of into the floor. So as you inhale, your belly and pubic bones are really planting into the floor, into the mat. And then as you exhale, belly draws a little bit back towards you. Now starting to look down towards the floor, bring your hands behind you and lift your knees off the floor for locusts. And you're just looking down at your mat, and now start to kick your legs a little bit back, up and back off the floor as if you were swimming. All the whilst breathing nicely with a strong lower back. Very nice. Now lift yourself up to plank pose. Nice long line. And take your right knee to right elbow and back. Now left knee to left elbow. One more time, right knee to right elbow. And left knee to left elbow. Nicely done. Now simply place your knees on the floor, tuck your elbows in and come all the way down, back on your mat. Now look over to one shoulder, then the other. And push yourself up to down dog. And you can bend your knees here and then straighten the legs. Nicely done. Now come back into a seated position here on the mat. And we're going to make our way to lying down with the back on the mat, taking the knees into chest. Let yourself slide left to right here on the floor, rocking yourself for a moment. Happy baby. Grab your toes and surrender in this shape for a few breaths. Very nice. Now make your way out of happy baby and simply come and sit in the middle of your mat. From here, take your right leg either on top of the left leg or just in front of it and fold forward. Really let yourself breathe here and release. And in your own time, come up and change the legs. So this time we're going to have the left leg either on top of the right leg or just in front of it. And when you're ready, fold forward, chest towards the floor. And come out of the pose and sit in any position that feels good to you for a few minutes here in relaxation to close the practice. Make yourself comfortable if you want to take a few neck rolls or take your shoulders up to ears and back. And when you're ready, just closing the eyes and relaxing yourself totally, taking all the goodness from today's practice. And it was really beautiful that you took this self-care time today for your body. It doesn't always have to be very long, but it is so nice when we do take the time to do these things for ourselves. And start to bring movement into your hands. Move your fingers a little bit. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Take a nice full breath and exhale. Take your hands into prayer. Thank you so much for practicing today together. I hope you have a wonderful, super nice rest of your day. You are awesome. I'll see you next time.